everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. I am your host, the Sun Fae, and here in front of us we have our warden, Phi, along with Alistair, Leliana, and Sten. And last time we just handed over some poison to the farmer here, and we're gonna go out and wrap up a lot of the quests that we have in town. And in the meantime, we're going to load just a little bit because this is not installed on my solid state drive. So the load time takes just a bit of time.
What's to be done? What can we do?
Just keep your head down.
Alright. Oh yes, and Alistair leveled up. I should take care of that real fast. So you should get at least 1 more constitution and 2 more strength. And you are already a Templar. And let's see. Sword and shield. Need 32 strength. Need 20 dex. How much? Ooh. Let's actually put it in dex. Yeah, let's put it all in dex. Right. Oh, I still need to be level 9. Bah. Okay. Never mind. Let's just go back to the way it was, with 2 in strength and 1 in con. Okay. Alright, let's give you shield defense. Build up that tree just a little bit. Alright. You with the exclamation mark who I've been skipping.
You got a bed for the night? You taken care of?
Yep. What's going on?
Ever since good King Kalen passed, refugees and soldiers have been passing through. I'm the elder here, and I've my hands full making sure refugees don't turn to petty theft, or worse. Sir Bryant at the Chantry is seeing to matters of defence and such. He'd have more of an ear for your type.
Okay, but
Too much to do, and not enough time.
Do you need any help?
I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
Yeah, I'm a mage, so yeah.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Wonderful. Alright. Quest. Alright. 3 lesser health poultices. I have 22. I can do that.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
I didn't need them. Here you go.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Yep. Alright. And I got 50 silver for that.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. Oh, you never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
Alright, note to self, practical jokes likely to come from you.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Moolah! Jeez. item did I receive? Oathkeeper, which is a longsword. Right, Alistair. 8.4, 8.4. You have green bonuses. So, let's upgrade your weapon. Anything else? Nope. Anything else in Lothering? That's not completed. No! You don't need anything in Lothering. You don't. And all of you are outside of Lothering. That's in Redcliffe. And all of you. So, let's go forward to exit.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Caelan, and make her forgive me, I don't care.
You should.
But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Oh, boy.
More foes approach!
Oh, God. And I set everyone on fire. Actually, before I run away, Mind Blast. Now run away. Yourself.
As you say.
Alistair, don't you have, like, taunt? Threaten.
That's one for me!
You.
Make her preserve us!
Yes.
Alright. Heal Alistair.
I have beaten!
I probably should have healed Liliana, but we're almost done.
Flee while you can!
Such a shame. You could have just left me alone. I would have been just fine with that. Alright, but we have some elf fruit. And a chest.
It will be done.
A locked chest. Liliana, open it. Go back to your boat. Why do you keep switching your weapon set? Behavior. You should be ranged. Okay.
Very well.
Miss anything out here? Nope. Just some elf roots.
It will be done.
And more people to talk to.
Get back, Sandal! Don't let him touch you!
Alright. Let's attack him.
It is done.
Liliana, where are you firing from? Wow, you're a really good shot if you could shoot from down there. need to heal.
Watch out!
And you.
Die quickly!
And heal myself again.
The battle is finished.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
It's a bit complicated, but you're welcome to come along.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Very well.
Alright. Got some more stuff. Her luck. What else can I loot? There's a sealed letter. What does the letter say? I won't go back, let them hunt and dread finding me, but you, Mela, shall not live this life. It would please me if you found a life in the Circle Tower. I've left a few things there, mostly stolen from the enchanters. Sell them to fund a new path. The cache is in the study area, middle alcove. Bye. Good to know. Good to know. Alright. Why do you still have arrow?
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Alright, fine. What got completed? Alright, we're now on the Imperial Highway. And the game is auto-saving. Yes, let us gather our party and venture forth. To arrive, I believe, at the campsite. Yes, I am aware that heavy armor causes me to use more stamina. However, it makes my characters less squishy. And when they hit hard anyways with their basic attack, it's okay. Alright, let's load. Come on.
Bad dreams, huh?
Must have been something I ate.
Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them.
Oh, good.
The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
That's the dragon.
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Alright. Well then. What? You follow me?
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and remembered the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
What are you selling exactly?
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago.
Well, you're free to stay. Just mind yourselves.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. Gonna give that a quick save. Just because it seems to be crashing. And...
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Mm-hmm. So... what enchantments
He
does
can
he do?
fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Alright, well... let's get some enchanting.
Enchantment!
Let's see. Well, only the Oathkeeper is equipped, so let's give that a lightning rune. Have it do some more damage. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, you just wanted me to test out the enchanting. What else do you want me to test out, huh? More guns over there. Levi, I'll come back to you later. What this episode and probably the next couple episodes are gonna consist of is me talking to my companions and figuring them out a little bit. So, let's start with Alistair, our first companion.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
Well... How to respond to this? How would Fi respond to this? Thought you might need to talk. That does make sense. But no, Duncan saved me, and I mourn his loss, so that doesn't mean I don't mourn his loss.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no harm done.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you, and the rest of the Grey Wardens.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
I can understand that.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
I've lost enough.
Yes, I imagine you really have, haven't you? Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
He was a friend of mine too.
That's good to hear. It's nice to know I'm not the only one who remembers him well.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, let's keep talking to him.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Nearest Grey Wardens are?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
And is there a headquarters?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfells, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
Great. So what happens now?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
Will we need to start rebuilding the Order?
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
And if we just left, say, to go recruit?
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
Alright, I have no more questions.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
Well, let's ask you some other
away.
questions. How'd you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Haha, very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
So you mentioned before.
It's really for the best. I'm not exactly the Chantry type, if you haven't noticed. I don't think I would have made a very good Templar. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
You think Duncan took pity on you?
I don't know. Maybe. When he came looking for recruits, I just remember praying fervently to the Maker that he would pick me. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
He was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Alright, I'll let you be done talking for a bit. And go say hi to Leliana.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Well, what was life like in the cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Yes, they tend to be self-righteous.
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
I think I prefer your ideas. In all honesty.
Thank you. Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
No, you haven't. Let us talk more, please.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
What then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me.
In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Well, according to the Chantry, the Maker has left us.
He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
Believe what you feel is right to you. It's what I do.
Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know. and no one will ever make that untrue.
Alright, this is a nice little stopping point for us in this episode. So I am going to end it here. And in the meantime, between time, take care, have fun, happy trails.